Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. I'll show you what we're doing today. As I travel out, a lot of times I do the cooking videos and everything, and I can clean them pretty good while I'm traveling, but when I get home, I clean the skillets really well, and I want to show you how I do it. Might not be how you do it or how, other people say to do it, but this is what I do. I'll show you. This is one that's kind of clean. This is one that's kind of dirty. We're going to clean them. It's going to be easy. More to come. Okay, guys, now we're back. I'm going to show you what we're going to use to clean. Typically, I use this. This is they actually call it chainmail, which is what it is. And it has a rubber sponge in the center of it. And it's very abrasive. And you use it to clean your skillets. And you would also use, to help, you would use salt. Just regular uniodized salt. I like larger grain salt. This is kosher salt. You can use sea salt if you want to. Now, if you don't have one of these are 15, 18 bucks you can get from the Lodge store, or you can buy them online. You can get a piece of aluminum foil as an abrasive. I'll show you how to do it. And we're not going to be using any water or soap. Although, in certain instances, it doesn't hurt to do that. But you got to make sure you clean it really, really well. So, more to come. Okay, guys, now we're back. And you can see, this is about all I do. And I make sure I go all the way around. Top, the handles. If the outside's dirty, do it as well. You can wipe it down a little bit with a little bit of water. It's okay. And just make sure you put it on the stove and oil it up good. We're not going to change the seasoning. That'll be a whole different video of how to re-season one of these skillets. So, this one is just about done. I'm going to scrape it out and pour this, the remainder, into this one. And then we'll get started. Okay, guys, we are back. I'll show you. There was a couple of really hard patches, and I used the chainmail to scrub them out. And they were on like this side right here. I think that little heater, that little oven, cooks hotter on one side, so I have to remember that. Probably start cooking my longer meals on the opposite end. But I did have to put a dab of water down in there just to rinse it out and scrub it. And now, just to make sure, this is their Lodge seasoning spray. We're gonna let this thing warm up a little bit, have it on low medium, and I'm just gonna wipe it down and everything. And some people are gonna say, oh my God, I can't believe you used all that salt. It'll kill you. Well, here's the good answer. You guys take a breath, bring it in, hold it, let it out. You've inhaled about 500 carcinogens, even inside your house. So, I'm not that worried about the salt. Now, I'm gonna let this warm up just a little bit. I'm not gonna change the seasoning. I'm just gonna let it soak in really well, and more to come. So there we go. That is clean and ready to go. Now, sometimes someone might try to put your skillet into the dishwasher. That is bad. It is less than ideal. Although it has happened, I think it's happened to us once or twice. And if it does, basically you're gonna need to just clean it, strip it, and then re-season it. And it's not terribly hard to re-season. It is just something that has to be done, and you really don't want that, because you build up this wonderful slick surface. It's considered a polymer glaze once you use it and cook with it enough. So when you're through with like cornbread or something like that, all you do is take a paper towel, wipe it out, make sure it's clean, hang it up in a nice dry place, maybe squirt a little oil in it just to keep it going. One of the things that I had a problem with, and I really screwed up, I was keeping some of them downstairs decorative in the fireplace hearth. Well, of course, rain and moisture gets down there. Now I've got some rust on like one of my old 100-year-old bean pots. So we'll do a video on cleaning, stripping, and re-seasoning an old bean pot, because I want to start taking that with us when we go out doing our parking lot. Okay guys, now we're back, and this is the bean pot that I was telling you about. I thought it was a lot smaller than this. Turns out this is actually a 4-quart Dutch oven with no spider legs. These are pretty cool, and I will probably add it to the list of things that I carry. It comes with its lid, and you can see, you know, it needs some cleaning up. But the cool thing about this lid will fit that skillet, and that is something I needed, because this is a brand new Lodge piece, and I don't know, I didn't have a lid for it, or we couldn't afford to buy the lid at the time we got it. And this is, it's actually old Taiwan, but it's gonna, I'm gonna say it's like very old, 60, 70 years old, because my wife's mother and grandmother used it to cook with. It says 7 in parentheses, and it says number 8-B 10¼ inch 45 H2 for anybody that knows anything about that. But I was looking actually for a smaller bean pot. It's going to be like a 2-quart, about that size, but built like a pot. Anyway, all right guys, so thanks for coming by, thanks for hanging out. That's how I clean my iron skillets after out traveling, cooking with them, or just we clean. That's how we clean the stuff in the house. After a while, it kind of builds up and everything. You might need to do it. If you don't have salt, you can, if you pulverize a little bit of rice, you can try scrubbing it out that way. It's not as good as the large coarse salt. But I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming by, thanks for hanging out. Any ideas or suggestions, comments, thoughts, send them to me. Take care of you people, guys.